Good morning. So I'm just going to do a little quick Pilates session focusing on the pelvic stability core, so we can build up our strength in our deep lower abdominals, pelvic muscles and our superficial abdominals. Okay, so we're going to start in 4-point kneeling just to stretch it out. Okay, so you want to loosen up the spine before we get into any activity. So you're going to inhale, arch and look forwards. Exhale, round and look back. So just going at your own pace. Inhale, exhale. Let your head hang down on the exhale, arch and look up on the inhale. So you're feeling the movement the whole way from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. And then you're just going to raise your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, underneath the arm. Back to center. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale under the right arm. Rotate. Back to center. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale under. Back to center. Left arm up. Exhale. So you should be feeling a nice rotation through the middle of the back. Inhale. Exhale. So we'll just do 3 more on this side without twisting to the other. And last one on this side. And then left hand, raise it up. Exhale underneath. Inhale up. Exhale underneath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's come onto our sides and we're just going to do a little bit of a side bend. So right arm up, lean over to the left and back to center. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale. And let's swap sides. Raise the arm all the way. I think it's one of my favourite stretches is side bending. Probably because it's something that we don't do a lot. You really have to think about it. And it just feels lovely. Really opens up the side ribs. You should feel a nice expansion through the lungs. Last one. And then just come up to kneeling. Okay. So in kneeling, got your knees together or hip width apart, whatever feels most comfortable. We're going to raise the arms up and we're just going to gently draw our belly button and below our belly button, very gently draw that in. So you're maintaining a stable base through the lower abdominals, and then you're twisting. Inhale left, exhale right. And then let's bring it into side bend again. So you're bringing the right foot out, keep it in line with the left knee, gently draw the tailbone under, a little bit of activation through here, raise the arms up, big breath in and out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You should be feeling a really deep stretch through here. Just 2 more. And back to center, swap sides. Really nice. Inhale, exhale. It's like a half moon. Really nice. 1 more. Good. And then we're going to come on to our hands and knees again. We're just going to warm up the spine by doing a little bit of core work, okay? So we're just bringing the shoulders down and back, engage the ribs up and back, nice small curve in your lower back, and then you're just going to simply lift your knees. Big breath in here and lower. And again, so chin's tucked in, lift through the knees, and lower. And again. And lower. Let's come over onto our left side. And what we're going to do is we're going to line the knees and the hips and the shoulders up in one line, okay? So you're on your knees, your shoulder is directly above your wrist. Nice straight line here from your knees to your hips. And then you can lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. If you want to progress it, you're going to straighten out the legs and you're going to lift and lower. So we're going to do 10 more, if I can count. Good, so nice side body strengthening, upper body strengthening. Okay, so ankles are lined up with the bottom, shoulders, if you find it difficult on the wrists, come onto your forearm, okay? So either or, you just won't get as much length in your lift obviously when you're on your forearm. Okay, and then you're simply lifting the hips, or if you're wanting to do the progression, straightening the ankles are still in line with the shoulder, and lifting all the way up. Okay, 10 more. You can raise this hand if you want. You can raise this leg if you want. Ooh, it makes it a lot harder. Balance, strength. Really nice. Okay, now we've warmed up, we can do a little bit more plank, I reckon. So depending on your level or your ability, you might just want to stay here. Okay, so right arm, left leg lifts, but you're maintaining that strength through here. And swap sides. Chin is tucked in, back of the neck is long, pelvis is steady. Okay, otherwise you can lift up here where you're just hovering the knees off the ground. And then you can walk the feet back all the way out into a plank. Lower the knees and straighten. Lower the knees and straighten. Press into the mat as if you're trying to push yourself away. So you get nice and strong. Keep the chin tucked in. And then lower down, stick the bottom back, child's pose. Let's just do one more round of whatever one you're choosing. So either your Superman, bird dog, whatever you want to call it, where you're extending one arm out, opposite leg holds for 5. Or else we're going into our plank positioning. So you're warming up the core either way. Okay, so come back in, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, straighten out. Big breath in. Lower the knees, lift the knees. You can lower them for a little bit longer if you need. Try and have your shoulders directly above the wrists. And lower and lift. And lower and lift. Try and round through your upper back, look back at your toes. Extend, round and look back. Extend, round and extend. Lower the knees, press back, child's pose. Let's just take a little twist here. So right arm up, left hand under. You can keep here. Lift the left arm up, twisting all the way around. Your buttock is high. Back to center, swap sides. So left arm up, or onto the right arm, into that twist. Lift through your right arm if you wished. Wish even. Nice. Get the breath back before we do a little bit more work. So we're going to come onto our tummies. We're going to build up a little bit of strength in the shoulder muscles, but through the lower back, mid back and the core, okay? So really nice exercise. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to come up onto our forearms, okay? Draw your shoulders down and back. Slight scooping, soft scooping under of your tailbone, and then try and lift your hips up. So it's like a modified plank. And then on curl, lower down. Good. So your chest is lifted the whole time, and then what you're doing is you're scooping gently your tailbone, so this area down and away, and then you lift your ribs, lift your belly button, lift your hips slightly off. And then let go. And gently return back. Good. And again, that slight scooping under the tailbone. Ribs lift, belly lift, hips lift. Back of the neck is long. And let go. Good. So the shoulders are down and back. Press through your forearms so you've got that chest lift. Then the gentle tuck under and the scooping up. So you're working through the arms, working through the shoulders, but engaging through the core. And let go. And just do 3 more. Make sure the elbows are under the shoulders if you can. Press into the forearms, shoulders down and back, chin tucked in, tailbone tucked under, and lift. And release. Good. And again. Press strong into the forearms. You should feel that engagement with the front body. Good. And then come all the way down onto your tummy. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring our arms back behind us. We've got that gentle tucking under, but just not as much as in the last one. Slight engagement here through your glutes and your legs. So press the tops of your feet down into the ground. So you've got a little bit of activity through the legs. Your fingertips are pointing toward your heels. Your shoulders are sliding down and back. Keep your chin tucked in. Lift your head, upper body, arms. Hold. And lower. Good. Okay, and again. Chin tucked in, back of the head nice and long. Raise the fingertips. Squeeze them towards your heels. Keep your buttocks active. And this might be enough for you, or if you want, turn your palms to face the earth. Bring them all the way up into like a Y shape, W shape even. I don't know which, Y I think. And then hands back down. Turn your palms in and lower. And again, gentle scooping under the tailbone. Chin tucked in. Arms raised. Big breath in. Raise the arms all the way up. Good. And back down. And lower. Good. And again. Keep the feet pressing down. The legs engaged. And lower. 3 more. Tuck the tailbone on. Lift the arms. Raise them overhead. Keep the legs active. Should have a nice firm bum. Gentle tuck under the tailbone. Keep that neck nice and long. Don't let the head flop. Last one. And down. Okay, good. Okay, let's come all the way down onto our backs. Okay, so what we're going to do here is some more abdominal work. Okay, and it depends on your level which one we'll do, but I'll try and give you some modifications. So you're on your back, and we'll start off with nice and easy. Okay, so you're doing a gentle drawing in of your lower abdominals. So your upper abdominals here nice and relaxed. Your belly is relaxed and you can breathe into your belly. So just check in with your breath, and as you breathe in, you should feel your tummy rising. There should be no activity in the tummy muscles whatsoever here, okay? Hand on your pelvis, and what I'm going to get you to do is just a light engagement below the bones of your pelvis, okay? That's where I want you to feel it. So feel like you're just doing a gentle drawing in here, as if you're trying to stop yourself from going to the toilet. And then you're going to slide your left heel up towards your bottom, raise it up to what we call tabletop, point the leg out, lower down, almost to the ground, raise it back to tabletop and lower. Do the same thing then. See if this slight engagement here in the lower abdomen, pelvic floor. Straighten the leg out, lower down, all the way back to tabletop and lower. So that's level 1. That's nice and easy if you've just had a baby, or if you're very mobile in your lower back and don't have a lot of control. That's where you want to start, and really focus on what you're doing. There should be no movement through your lower back. You should have a slight space here under your lower back. So really important that you get the technique right at the start, okay? So then if you want to progress to level 2, you're going to do the same thing. So you draw the leg up to tabletop, and then you're going to lift the opposite leg to tabletop. So you're keeping one leg in tabletop while you straighten out, lower, back up, straighten out, lower, back up, straighten out, lower down, almost to the ground, and then back up. If you've got a hip or a back that kind of clunks or clicks when you do this exercise, just modify it. So for me on the right side, I can't lower my leg anywhere near as much as on the left, because I feel that clunk, and it's not sore, so it's no big deal, but you just don't want to be, pushing into it. So I'll just scoop a little bit lighter on that left side. So modify it depending on how your body feels, okay? If you really want to progress, what you can do is straighten both legs out and back. Both legs out, lower and back. So up to you which one feels right, but there should be no movement in the lower back. No movement in the lower back. If you can't do it without movement in the lower back, go back to one leg on the ground, okay? Because you want to get it right at the start. No point in putting cushions or towels under the back, because then you're just adapting the exercise in a way that really you're just not ready for. Lower, back, tabletop. Let's do one leg. Good, okay, and then let's rest the feet on the ground, and we're just going to do a few bridges, so rolling up into a bridge. You're going to lift the arms as you lift the hips, so tuck the tailbone under, raise the arms, lift the hips overhead, big breath in and lower down, and again all the way up, and all the way down. Inhale up, all the way down. Inhale up, all the way down. Hold your knees into your chest, roll from side to side, stretch it out, loosen out. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to take our hands behind the head, tuck your chin slightly in, and I want you to engage your ribs down as we lift up on our breath out. So breathing in to prepare, breathing out, tuck the chin into the chest, really engage the upper abdominals here. So the pelvis isn't moving here, the lower back will slightly flatten, but really it's all coming from this muscle here. Take the arms by your side if that's comfortable for you. Really draw that belly in. Imagine that you have a little peach here under your chin. So you're looking at your navel. And again, all the way up. Breathing out. Breathing in to return. Breathing out. breathing in to return. Breathing out. Breathing in to return. You can also have the legs lifted. And then just lower the legs down, and we're going to come into a gentle twist. So what I want you to do is I want you to engage up, and then I want you to twist to the left, back to center, twist to the right, and then lower down. Okay? So breathing out, twist, back to center, twist, back to center, and lower down. Lift the legs again if you wish. Turn, back in, turn, back in, lower. So this time I'm going to show you a progression. So you're going to come up, you're going to twist to the left and lower the right leg. Inhale, back to center, lower the left, twist to the right, back to the center, lower your head. Breath in to prepare, breath out, engage. Inhale to twist, back to center, exhale, and lower. So the slowness of this movement and the smallness of the amount of rotation and movement that we have is actually what makes it harder. So the slower and control that you do these exercises, the more engagement that you get through your muscles. Hug the knees into the chest, roll the knees from side to side. And then we'll just do one more, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to lift off. So we're going to lower one leg, tuck right in, and then lift and swap. So we're staying up, and we're just extending out through the legs. Look at that belly button. Peach under the chin. Breathing out. Real drawn in of the belly button here, real engagement of the ribs. So breathing out as you extend the legs, so it's really quick with the breath. And lower down. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's just finish with 3 bridge rolls, okay? So tuck that tailbone under, raise the arms up. And lower down. Inhale up. And lower down, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. And last one. Okay, let's release any tension out of the spine. Straighten the left leg down. Take your right knee in your left hand and let's twist all the way around to one side. And then back to center. All the way around to the right. Forget my sides. Hug the knees back into the chest. Grab the back of the knees and rock all the way up into sitting. Okay, so that was a full-on 30-minute Pilates kind of core focus. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stretch out a little bit more if you need to, and just let me know if you want to work on anything in particular. Thank you.